Okay, so while we wait for 2.1 to come out, I just wanted to make a quick video regarding the characters coming in 2.1 and who you should pull or skip and discuss what they do. And hopefully then you, as a player, perhaps you're free to play, can decide which one will be for you. As always, I'd like to start by saying don't feel forced to pull for a character just because of what I say. Prioritize your fun and pull whoever you want. Right? Now let's get into it. In the first phase, we of course are going to have Phoebe, and what she does is dot, basically. There's this new dot effect called Spectral Frazzle, and basically it can stack up. The higher stacks, the more damage it does each interval, and when that happens, a stack will be taken away every interval, and the damage of course depends on the stack, just like I said, and the character's level, enemy's defense, and the enemy's damage resistance. So Phoebe here is going to be doing that a lot. She's going to be applying dot with her skills, her ults, and stuff like that, and the enemy will just be taking this damage. Now, with that said, Phoebe is actually going to work very well with Spectral Rover. With that said, Phoebe, I think, is going to be one of the most free-to-play friendly characters out there, because Spectral Rover also has this Spectral Frazzle effect in their kit as well. So not only will they help apply it to enemies, that can also help Phoebe, because Phoebe's kit also can do more damage based on those frazzle stacks. So her and the MC, the Spectral MC, will end up doing quite very well. So it's going to be one of the best, if not best, teams out there, especially for free to play. And as for the third character, you can slot in Verena. Verena is going to be a character that most people are probably going to have. She's a standard character. She amplifies damage. You know, she's a good support healing character. She can buff the damage. She's perfect. That, and of course, you have Shorekeeper as well. So overall, Phoebe's going to be very free to play friendly. And if you're wondering about the weapon, she's a rectifier. Of course, her weapon, her limited weapon, is going to be very good on her. But there is a weapon, this free-to-play weapon, that will come in a fishing event that will also help with the frazzle stuff. So it says dealing damage to enemies with Spectral Frazzle increases the wielder's spectral damage by 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10%, depending on your copies. You're going to be able to get all copies during the event, gaining 1 stack per second for 6 seconds, stacking up to 4. So you can get a 40% damage boost with this. Of course, its main stat is attack percent, up to 18.2% maxed out. That is not that crazy, but its passive is very good and can really help with the frazzle. So this is going to be a perfect free-to-play option that you can get in the event. It's going to be a huge rectifier. Okay, I don't think you necessarily need Phoebe's weapon for her. I think you'll be completely fine without it. So yes, I do think Phoebe is going to be a great pick, all right, for a free-to-play team. And I really recommend it because you can easily make a team with her. Phoebe with the free-to-play weapon, Verena, easily. Pair that with Variation, I do believe, which is a 4-star weapon that you could probably get very easily off of Gacha. And then Spectral Rover. All right, you can get a 5-star standard sword very easily. If you don't have that, there's also a bunch of good options like Command of Conviction, I think is what it's called. Put that on Rover and you're good. You can get a really good team with Phoebe. Now, let's move on to the second phase of banners. So, of course, in the second phase, we're going to have Brant and Changli's Rerun. Okay, so what Brant does is he's going to be a hybrid character. He's going to be insanely good, right? He gives shield, he heals, and he buffs. And he can also be a sub DPS. So Brant is a perfect all-in-one character. He's going to be absolutely huge. So that already increases his value. All right, he's going to pair with anyone very well. Of course, what he buffs is fusion damage. Actually, let me go ahead and confirm that real quick. Yeah, so he amplifies fusion damage and skill damage. So he's going to be pretty universal for the most part. Of course, with a fusion character, they're going to be better, but overall, Brant is going to be a huge hybrid character, which gives him a lot of value. Those heals are good. The shield is going to be very good, and that skill damage bonus is going to be very good. But of course, he doesn't have as much value as normal healer buffer characters like Verena and Shorekeeper, in my opinion, because they overall amplify all damage and they heal very good. But Brant alone, I think, will be very good with characters that can really benefit from the skill damage bonus, especially the fusion damage bonus as well. If you have Carlotta or Jinxie, I don't think it would be that bad to use him. He could perform really well with those two. Now let's talk about Changli. In my opinion, I don't think Changli is really a must. She amplifies fusion and ult damage. Liberation. That in itself is pretty good. Actually, in fact, her and Brant would perform very well together. But the thing with Changli is she is a quick swap monster. Basically, if you want a quick swap team, Changli is the girl. All right, she is the woman for you, and it'll work very well. But that's basically all she does. I don't think she's very super necessary to have. She's kind of just like, if you want her, you want her. That's really all it is. I don't think she's really needed, but she can help with quick swap teams really good. But if you're not interested in that kind of thing, then of course the other characters are going to hold more value over that. Going back to Brant a little bit more, I kind of skipped out talking about the weapon. Again, of course, his weapon's going to be very good, but since he's a sword character, there's plenty of other options. Like the standard 5-star weapon is going to be really good if you have that. Commando of Conviction gives a lot of attack. Lunar Cutter wouldn't be that bad either. Gives a lot of attack as well. And then, of course, there's Overture if you wanted to go more in the support role. It helps get your Concerto energy very fast. In my opinion, if you're really looking for a good team overall, a really good damage team, I recommend Phoebe because she can help set up a team very easily, very fast. Brant, if you already got some good DPS characters laying around, Brant will help, especially if you have Encore or Changli already, and maybe Carlotta, Jinxie, you know, Brant will actually be pretty good with them. And then if you want Changli, you can go for her as well. But overall, in my opinion, I do think that if you don't have a good sustain character just yet, then you might want to consider Brant. But if you're already fine, I mean, if you have Verena and if you even build your Baiju a little bit too, then you don't really need Brant. I do think that getting Phoebe will be a very good idea to set up a really easy team. It'll set you up very nicely, and I don't think you could go any wrong with that. That is my opinion on the matter. Again, you don't have to listen to what I say. You can pull whoever you feel like pulling. All right? Don't feel forced. Once again, prioritize your fun. If this video has helped you in deciding who you should pull for, let me know down below. And also just let me know your thoughts. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope this helps. I'll see you guys in 2.1. See you later. Bye-bye.